Saturday night, November 21, All-Star Wrestling appears in Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center. Saturday night, November 21. We'll see the likes of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, bowling over his opponent, perhaps, as he meets the 310-pound King Kong Mosca. And on this date, scheduled as well, ladies and gentlemen, in the Intercontinental title match, we'll see the champion, the magnificent Morocco, meet the #1 contender, Mr. USA Tony Atlas. And then from there, Bob Backlund, the World Wrestling Federation title holder, squaring off against the likes of Greg Valentine, the master of the figure-4 leg lock. In a moment, our guest will be Bob Backlund to discuss this most important match in Baltimore. Bob, the city where there's been a history of title changes, and of course, I don't think there has ever been a more tenacious, a more hungry type wrestler than Greg Valentine.
Well, you know, Greg Valentine's been working out real hard. He's been training real hard, and I got a lot of respect for him. Vince, he's got a lot of ability in that ring, and you got to be careful of that figure-4 leg lock, because he's injured a lot of people, put a lot of people out of professional wrestling, and it's a dangerous hold. He can apply it like nobody else in wrestling. I'm going to have my hands full, but Baltimore's been a good city for me. The fans have always been right behind me. I got to give it 100% when I get into the ring. I like competition, and the best competition. That's what makes me a better professional wrestler. And if there's a man in professional wrestling that can defeat me in that ring, I want to get in there, and I want him to prove that to me. Because if he can defeat me, then he should be the WWF champion, not myself. But he's got to defeat me. He's got to prove that to myself in the middle of that squared circle. And that's what we're going to do in Baltimore. Valentine and myself. Find out who the better man is. Find out who should walk out of that ring with the belt around their waist.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vince.
Bob Backlund, his commentary on his title defense on Saturday, November 21 in Baltimore. In a moment, we'll be joined by the Grand Wizard, and we'll also be joined by Greg Valentine, the #1 contender. Grand Wizard?
It will be proven to you, Bob Backlund. This is your master. Baltimore is my town. I've won more titles for my men there than any other city. And Greg Valentine is going to prove his mastery over you in Baltimore. Correct, champ?
Mr. Valentine, what makes you so confident that you will be the next World Wrestling Federation champion?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not overconfident. I'm just convinced. I know exactly what I'm going to do when I get in that squared circle against Bobby Backlund. You know, I've wrestled him before, and I went down a long, tough road. I've been gone 2 years. And the phone lines have been hot between the Grand Wizard, the greatest manager of all, between him and myself. And I'm in the greatest shape that I've ever been. You know, 2 years ago, I'm 3 times the shape I was in 2 years ago, and I took Bob Backlund to an hour draw in Madison Square Garden. So, Bob Backlund, I know that you're in great shape. I know that you're a great champion. But you've had a lot of tough opponents. While I've been laying around, all I've been doing is working out. I haven't been getting in that ring beating my head out like you have. I haven't been going against King Kong Mosca, Don Morocco, all these other tough dudes. I've been taking it easy, but I've been working out, and I am ready. I am ready for this match more than I've been ready for any other match in my entire life. The figure-4 is ready. And I will put it on you, Backlund. I will be the world champion. You get out here and talk about how you like Baltimore and you love Baltimore, and Baltimore loves you. They all with Baltimore. I think Baltimore's a lousy city. They ought to put this match in Seattle, Washington, the greatest town in the world. Let me tell you, Backlund, I'm coming for that world title.
Greg Valentine. Our next guest, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, who could become the Intercontinental champion. Tony, what about it?
Well, you know the man Morocco, he's a very tough individual, and he's very proud of being the Intercontinental champion. Morocco, the kind of person that when he make an achievement, it's kind of hard to defeat this man. You know, this man, he's the Intercontinental champion. He feels that he's the greatest thing that ever lived. He feels that he will always be the Intercontinental champion, then eventually be world champion. But Morocco got to understand one thing. There's a lot of people on his back, and the main thing Morocco got to do is hold on to that belt. And the main thing that Morocco got to realize that I'm coming out that belt. The Intercontinental champion of Morocco, look out for Atlas, because he's coming full force, baby.